Hello. Is this thing on? Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. All right. Looks like we have audio. Always have to start with the audio check. So, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, you're tuned in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, and we're playing Farming Simulator 25, and we're on the Riverbend Springs map, which is one of the 3 base game maps for Farming Simulator 25. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. And without much further ado, we're going to just kind of jump right into it. But before we do that, I do have to do a little bit of setup. If you were tuned in to the last episode, we did finally make some new additions to the farm. We finally got around to purchasing um, purchasing and placing the mini BGA that I talked about before. That it was a mod I've used extensively in Farming Simulator 19 and 22, and we now have it available in 25. And I talked about the different versions that we have, and I have the fast version of it placed on the farm right now, and we have that up and running. We've been running a few things off camera, and as you can see, as evidenced by our farm's bank account, we finally are now at the point where we've been making a little money now. Also, still continuing to work contracts, although it's becoming less and less of a priority now that we got the BJ up and running. And if we go over here, excuse me, to our production menu, you can kind of see what we have going on in there. But basically, we can put in manure, potatoes, which we don't have a potato um, field right now. We can put in silage, we could put in slurry, and those will all produce electric charge. You could put in straw, and we're out of straw in here right now because I'm not trying to. And the reason why we're out of straw is because I'm not trying to burn through all of my straw before we have a process or production in place where we're have a regular supply of straw coming in. Once we get our first barley harvest, and then we have that barley field up and running, then we'll start doing a little more straw, and we purchase and get some more grain fields going, so we will have some other places to get straw from. So still just trying to be careful with my straw, even though we have tons of straw on supply in the farm and the pig pen and in the fermenting silo. I just don't want to, trying to be careful with it. I don't want to run out of it per se. But the straw can is used in the BGA to produce digestate. We don't have any sugar beets, so we don't. But if we do have sugar beet and sugar beet cut, we could also produce those. And these 2 sections here, 3 sections here, are just for if we want to sell digestate, we would enable this one. If we want to sell selected charge, we enable this. And if we want to sell methane, we do that here. And these are already active. The digestate one is also active, but we have it set to store and not sell right now. We have the electric charge and methane are set to sell. So as we put manure in here, which we're out of at the moment, but when we put manure, silage, slurry, and straw in here, we'll get these different products out of the BJ. Right now, we have producing is just the digestate, the electric charge. We're out of manure at the moment. We have silage in here, and we have slurry that we have at the moment. The silage and the slurry are giving us electric charge that is being turned around and sold. And also a little think a little methane is a byproduct of that as well. Yeah. All right. Well, that's where we're starting at now. And I don't think I did the full proper intro, but I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. We're getting dangerously close to the point where I'm ready to do the full remodel of the farm, and go ahead and place those buildings that it seems like I've been talking about for ages that we didn't have the money to come in and put down. We'll probably go ahead and make enough money to today, but I don't think we're going to place the buildings just yet, because one of the issues that I'm still going to have as far as me being able to place the buildings right at the moment is I went around the farm and chopped down some trees and in anticipation of doing some forestry work, and I need to get some of these trees cleared off the farm completely before I could place the buildings all around the farm the way I want to, because I want to utilize as much of the farmland as possible. Um, I don't have the ability to move this fence right here, so I wish if I could do that, then I could even get more further out here. But on console, at least, I don't have the ability to move that fence, so I'm stuck with that. Um, I can't. I wish we could also remove this building, but this building is, for whatever reason, Giants has it locked in the maps. I don't understand why some things are the way they are on the Giants maps. As you can see, I've went around the outskirts of the farm, cutting down what trees I can kind of get access to and cut down right now. And I want to get those in the sawmill. So, but I'm still waiting on the sawmill to finish processing all of the lumber out of it as well, so I can replace the sawmill, because that's the other building that I want to place. Right now, the ideas that I have floating around in my mind to finally put this farm in a place where it's fully functional is I want to go ahead and replace the sawmill. We're gonna go ahead and put the garage, maybe two different garage buildings down, and and depending on how everything kind of shapes out once those buildings are placed, I also want to place some greenhouses around the farm if we have space for it, and that should put us in full profit mode. Then once we have all those things placed, I'm just don't know exactly how far out we are from that point, because if we look in the sawmill, we see here that still got about 41% of wood in here that has to be processed out before I can move on that. All right. And I had a worker working a contract. They have completed that contract, so I can go ahead and collect that. And I leased the 6M plow for that contract, so I want to go ahead and return that as well. Excuse me. And let's take a peek at the contract screen to see what else we might have out there that might be of use. All right, looks like we're all done there. Those cultivating contracts are too small, so I think we're good. All right, and just another quick check on the animals and their situations. I think we already had taken care of them for the most part off camera, so I think they should be good to go for the moment. So we're going to go ahead and let's see here. Go to the farmhouse and advance the day. I just want to make sure before I advance that we did not miss anything, because I have been doing some things off camera. Oh yeah, and one more thing I want to get into, and I think that where I was originally going to go before I went on my little mini rant of sorts and got off topic. But um, we placed the BGA. We had the BGA running, and we did all of those things on the last episode of the series. But what happened was I had an issue with a game crash after I got off live on Saturday's episode, and I thought I had been saving the game before each building was placed, and for whatever reason that did not happen, but I was pretty sure it did. So I lost all of the time in the game up until the point where we were over here doing um, placing the automatic sell mods for the animals, and I saved after placing those buildings, but I didn't have any of the other saves that I thought I did um, at the placing the VGA or even after I ended it live. I could have sworn and right after I got off live, because typically that's what I do, so I don't make the mistake and forget or something happens and I lose everything that was done on the live. I usually save right after I uh, conclude the live. And I could have sworn I did all those things, but for whatever reason, the game crashed, which is always my fear because I've been burned on that before. And when I went to load the game back up, that was the only save that seemed to take. So I really don't know what happened, because I was pretty solid on that. I had been doing my saves after that initial save when I placed um, these distribution mod buildings, animal distribution mod. But for whatever reason, I don't know why it didn't take. I mean, whether shipping or distribution mods, animal shipping, animal product shipping. So I had to redo all of that off camera and place the VGA again. So for those of you that have a keen eye, you may have noticed that the VGA looks like it has like a different placement from where it was before. You are correct. I had to come back in and do it again, and for whatever reason, the randomness, farming simulator this time, when I placed the VGA, this area wasn't as smooth as it was when I did the original placement. I didn't have any quirky stuff happen at all when I placed the VGA originally, but this second time around, I had this weird area right here that cropped up, and I'm not able to fix it because it says the area is restricted here, so I can't landscape that into a better looking or more smooth transition there for whatever reason. Anywho, that's kind of what happened there. So we had to play basically the whole second hour of the Saturday's episode over again off camera to get back to the point and beyond the point where we were at when we last were on live in this series. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead to the farmhouse. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I'm gonna sleep to the next month. So kind of the winter months now. There's not really a whole lot we can do as far as farming is concerned. So it's mostly just tending to the animals as we make our way through the winter months in January. Just making sure, keep an eye on the crop calendar and different things like that. Um, because let's see, for the barley won't be able to harvest all the way into June, man. So barley is a crop that's uh, has a lot of time in between the planting and the harvest. That's a lot of time, a lot of down months. You basically got what? November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So yeah, that's 7 months before you can harvest after you plant. Wow. All right. So in January, let's go to the sawmill, pull some planks off of here, and we'll go tend to the animals, see what contracts or things gets popped up, and take it from there. All right, there's a pallet of planks, and then we got a pallet of wood beam. And we'll get that stacked on here. It doesn't have to be super perfect, but the OCD in me won't let me have it up there looking too crazy. And now we got some long plank. And we just about got enough to load this grill up and send it off for delivery to our projects on the map, our special projects. All right, and let's place this pallet right about here. Try and get it in there just right. That's kind of where I want it at. So it's still probably stack of probably another 2 pallets on there before we send it off. So we'll kind of just hang around. Let's see what the sawmill has going on here. So let's take a peek at the sawmill. 38%. So we still got a ways to go. So it's going to be a few more days before we can empty that out, because I'm not going to waste the wood that I have in there. I could just go ahead and yeet the building and go ahead and place the new sawmill, but we're not there yet. I just want to do the process organically and not rush it. So other than that, we're going to quickly go. We're going to go ahead and tend to the animals. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and do it, because they're we're starting to get to a point now with the animals where start to consume a lot more materials now as more animals are born and are in the animal beds. We'll just go run through those things real quick. Grab this. Now let's go get some supplies for tending to the animals. Excuse me, guys. Very kind of tapped out today, and more than a little bit tired, but still trying to push through and get a few things done before I try to get some rest today at least. Trigger come up and I just kept right on driving. There it is. I got some barley for chickens. Okay, and we can go ahead and drop the barley back into our main farm grain silo. So we just call it a silo because it is a multi-fruit silo, so grain is not just specific to grains. Okay, so next up, we got the barley for the chickens out of the way. Let's go on to the next item. It's up for grabs. All right, we got grass, 10,000 liters. So we'll go take that over to our goats and our sheep. So let me double check the sheet, make sure, yeah, we did get the grass in there. So, and again, same process. We can now go back over here to the farm silo and drop the grass back off that we did not use. Okay, next item, let's see, we got the grass, straw. And we only need to put straw down for our cows because the pig pen holds a ridiculous amount of straw, and there's a ridiculous amount of straw in there. We're not even close to putting a dent in the capacity that that pig pen will hold. All right, drop some straw. And make sure that was full. Let me double check one more time. All right. I think we're good with the straw. All right, so let's unroll the straw. And next up, I think we got straw, don't need manure, 9 grapes. Let's see TMR again. Oh, pig food. Pretty obvious who this is going to. All right. All right, so double check the pigs and make sure we got the food in for them. As you see, they still have a ridiculous amount of straw already stored in the pig pen. You see, I got 157,466 liters of straw in there, and you see from that meter how much of a dent that made in the total capacity for what could be held in there. And that's crazy. It's kind of weird for this building that area has a capacity that so outstrips the other ones. I can't help but think that's a bug that the original model just kind of missed. Who knows? Maybe that's the way they wanted it to be, but that's not consistent with the other build volume. All right, so next item. All right, let's come back out and then come back in. There we go. Now we get to the TMR, or total mix ration. And that's exclusively for the cows. Just gotta make sure that we update the trailer so it doesn't tip the incorrect way. And we don't want to raise up the tipper to dump. We gotta have to load from the sides because this building has a low overhanging ceiling. All right, so we're going to go ahead and unload our total mix ration. And the cows are happy and fed now. All right, so we got the cows fed. We dropped off our TMR, and we can unload the leftover TMR back in the farm's silo. All right, and looks like I think we have all the animals taken care of. Now let's see. All right, nothing interesting on the contract screen, so we can kind of pop out of there. And we're done tending to the animals. And it's just another day on the good old farm. Alrighty now, we don't have any pallets popping out at the sawmill here. And as you can see, guys, I'm kind of struggling a little bit tonight, but we're still going to try to push and make our way through the episode tonight. I think we have all the animals taken care of. Let's look at our crop calendar, make sure we're not missing any harvesting windows or anything. Where are we at in the growth cycle with that grass? That's right, we're still in the winter cycle, so we can go ahead and advance. Nothing else to do right now. So I'll make my way back over to the farmhouse. And this should take us to day 2 in January. We have a few wood products up at the sawmill. one. And this is two. Now I need to tell him. Now we'll just do these. All right, let's see if we can get that in there. Yeah, good fit. And all right, there's the first one. Drop that back in. All right, there we go. We got this loaded up enough where it's time to go ahead and make a delivery. So let's go ahead and do that real quickly. All right, let's send this guy over here to the playground project. All right, he's automatically talking about what's unreachable, and I hate when they do that because that's so. And we're just going to watch the worker make the drive, and we'll pick that. Well, actually, while the worker's making the drive, we'll just pick back up on that momentarily. go through the customary animal cycle again, because that's where we're at. Or do we want to wait and make sure? Let's take a look at them and see what their needs are. Sheep, pigs, chickens, cows. TMR first. Nothing up there, so let's go grab some more from the fermentation silo. All right, and unload the TMR. All right, cows are fed. Excess TMR back in our farm silo. Next up, barley. I'll go ahead and top it off too. And barley's for the chickens. Drop that, rest of that off. And next up, grass. And that also could stand a little touch up. So we'll grab some of that out of the fermentation silo as well. And use grass for feeding the sheep and the goats. grab some straw. And this time around, just as previously, we're going to go through all the different products we need for supporting the animals. There's the straw from the cows. Alright, so that's the straw, door, stones, seeds, solid fertilizer, pig food. Go ahead and grab a load of pig food as well. So we can get a factory going for the pigs and could produce our own pig food. We're just right now regulated to buying that from the shop. Easily the most expensive thing we're doing right now. Pig food. We've done the TMR. So is that everything that we need from the animals? Let's double check. Looks that way. Alright, so let's hop in and check on our other guy, and yep, he has arrived. We have arrived. And the playground maker is only asking for wood beam. So do we come in? What are we looking like on the wood beam side of the game? still need 5,000 wood beams, so we'll be using all 3 of these and bringing back some more. So I think we need 3,000 more wood beam. Let's see. Yeah, we got 3,000 in storage, and we need roughly 5,000. So 2 more wood beams will supply the requirements needed for the playground. And pallets, we can go ahead and sell those here because we know there are no other projects that are demanding pallets right now. So I guess go ahead and drop those off. Toy maker, tractor maker. Get one more guy to drop off. Alright, that's all our plates sold. And we still have a selection of long plates. Toy tractor maker requires long plates, but let's see how many. I always don't recall. I know it's 8,400 pieces, 8,400 total parts altogether, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's 8,400 for the planks and 2,016 for the long planks. 2 of those. One. And 2. And the other spot, let's see what the Grain Elevator Museum is looking for right now. It is looking for wood beam. Don't have any additional right now, so we'll just go ahead and unload the rest of our long planks here then. All right, so got everything sold, and we can go ahead and send our guy back to the main farm. What is it? Capture that. All right, let's send this one back to the main farm. So you get it lined up properly. Set destination. Hopefully it won't act too crazy. And now this time we will just kind of watch the worker as he does his thing. And this way you can kind of get a look at what the map kind of looks like in the winter. Although we didn't get heavy snow this time around. There's not much snow on the ground. This is one of the better Giants maps, but given the quality of Giants maps with the games, so far that's not saying a whole lot, but they have gotten better with their maps. Still will never equal what the modders do, but this is their maps. But Farming Simulator 25 are the best Giants base game maps they do so far. Alright, we arrived back at the main farm, and we already have wood pallets up. We'll go ahead and drop the trailer on down. Go ahead and load up what we have available there. And let's take a peek at where we're at with everything. See if there's any interesting contracts on the menu as well. And the other thing I keep forgetting to check is for a used vehicle market. And actually, we should just keep this posted up because we'll be right back at it here in a couple of cycles. Just go ahead and shut the engine off, but we're done with everything for the month of January, I believe. Let's check on the crops. Yeah. And ready to advance another month. Oh, one more thing I just thought about. We have some stuff we can supply to the PGA. Yeah, we got manure. Drop off the manure. But we're not done yet. Because we have a little tanker here that we normally been using for water, but right now we're using it for slurry as well. So let's grab our tanker and see what we have going on for the slurry side of things. And we're able to unload all of the slurry that we had in the tanker. Grab some more slurry. That's 16,000 liters here from the pig pen. And then over from the cows. Let's see how much we can grab. another 12,000 liters. And that all together puts us in 29,000 liters and some change, and we'll go ahead and unload that. And that gets us almost empty, but not quite. We'll leave this anchor there until the next time around. And then we'll move back over into this position again. And like I say, I wanted to get into the point where we were placing our buildings tonight, but like I say, I need to be able to clear some area on the farm. So what it's looking like we're going to be doing right now, and this is all hopefully what my plan is we're going to go ahead and empty as much of the wood out of the sawmill as we can tonight. Do our deliveries, cycle through the animals, all of that stuff this episode, and then the next episode of the series that will be our building episode or our farm remodeling episode. We're not going to get into that tonight, even though we do have time, but no, we'll just save that for the next episode in the series. With all that being said, we have done all we can do to this point, so let's go ahead and advance into February. All right, and it's a new day. We got snowfall again, but not any standing snow on the ground. Then we got some wood beans. All right, we just got the wood pallets, and then we'll be ready to move. And dropping off, placing the long planks. All right. And we're close to where we're going to wrap up at tonight. A little less than half an hour to go. Dropping off my barley. Just going through the same animal cycle again. So at least tonight we're not doing the contracts episode, we're doing the animal care episode. So that's progress, I guess. Some grass. Straw. Let's see. Manure? It says we got 3,766. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with the manure, but it seems like the manure is not going into the manure pit, or is it? Oh, it is now. Okay, it wasn't earlier. It was kind of giving the appearance that the manure is going straight into our farm silo and not in the manure pit. I'm not entirely sure what's happening there. Drop what we have off to the VGA. And pick who's next. Alright, so we went through all of the pig food, so we gotta order some more pig food, and that's gonna be very expensive. That's kind of where we're at right now. But that puts us over 27 grand. So we're gonna unload our extra pig food. And next up is total mixed ration. So we do have a production for that, so we can grab all we need that along the way. So one of the things we're also going to probably want to think about looking at between episodes is putting some kind of pig food production on the map as well. Just cut down potentially with those costs for pig food that we're starting to go through right now. unload. And I think that's the full cycle. So let's go check on the slurry. Right, not a lot of slurry, but still enough to load up and take over to the BGA for additional profits. And that. Alright, we're going to leave the tanker out in this area by the VGA until we need to use it again. All right, so animals are taken care of. If we go over to our crop calendar, where in the month of February, only crops that are plantable in February appears to be cotton. Harvestable in February plantable in February is cotton. Not be any cotton. So, gotta acquire more fields. We're not to that point just yet. No good contracts. Wood transport is all good. Production chains are all doing their thing. As you see, our fermenting silo is starting to get a little low on the grass side of things. Still got plenty of hay, plenty of mineral feed. Straw is down a bit, but still plenty. Silage is maxed out. Hay is maxed out for the most part. And we got 771,848 liters of digestate sitting in the silo as well. All right, and our mini biogas plant is also moving along pretty well. Also got a decent amount of digestate in it as well. We got a 296,000, a little over 296,000 liters of digestate in it. And the other materials, the silage and slurry, are being used to produce electricity and methane, which is sold for profit. And that's having a significant impact on our farm's bank account. Sawmill is down to 28%, so we're almost there. I'll probably try to see if we can work through that 28% off camera, and we'll make sure we won't do the build, like I say, until the next live episode. Again, we'll kind of play that by ear. I may do a little bit of testing for building placement before I do the live update of the farm and building placement. But other than that, that's kind of where we're going to wrap it up at, guys. As we're coming up on the end of tonight's episode, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and checking me out. You've been tuned in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, playing Farming Simulator 25, and we're on the Riverbend. We've been playing on the Riverbend Springs map. And on Bose 831 Gaming on most of your major social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. Wherever it is that you're running across my content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Episodes of my Twitch live stream series are uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. And if that's where you're running across my content, the same thing applies there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. But in either case, let me know, because the only way I can get better is with your feedback. All right, we're going to go ahead and advance one more day. Nothing else going on. And as you see, we're starting to cook a little bit here now. The farm is finally starting to be profitable. And we got a decent amount of money in the bank, but we're going to burn through that in just a bit. Right now, it's a good thing. right, stack that on there. All right, we're spitting them out now, huh? Sawmill is giving us some components now. We'll soon be ready to make another delivery run. I'll probably do that off camera as well. Just go ahead and deliver it to the playground maker. And the Rain Elevator Museum project as well. Okay, what is your mouth? Yeah, for whatever reason, it spit out an extra long planks this time. But we got you, homie. Yeah, that's too tall. Got you up there. All right, and finally, wood beam. And wood beams are kind of all the rage right now. Yeah. And other than that, we're going to drive around one more time, tend to the animals, hold them up, and we're ready to go next time we jump back in. And just about ready to start like cycling around to our crop harvest. So we'll be back in crop harvesting season, and that includes the grass crop, and soon be ready for our first barley harvest. Chickens fed. So right now, tonight's episode was really just animal care and just cycling through the winter months and getting most of that out of the way. As you see, we're in day 2 of February, and when we come back, jump back in, we'll be out of the winter and on to the other months when we start working our crops and doing other things. Should just about do it. That's a wrap, folks. You've been tuning in to another episode of XSX Gaming live on Twitch. And again, thank you for tuning in, checking me out. Don't forget to tune in on the next episode where we'll finally get around expanding our farm and adding buildings to the farm and so on and so forth. But tune in to another episode of XSX Gaming live on Twitch from Michelle Later 25. Riverbend Springs map, and we are out of here. I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone.